And the Seattle Seahawks. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Sanders, the Eagle ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. For the Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in. But the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 25 yards that time.
6-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard gain.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. Hey, 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. There we go. Here we go. Watch twins. Watch twins. Patch it. Patch it.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have another 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
At the 29-yard line.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now a handoff looking right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's brought down at the
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he's going to have it by... able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Eagles nothing.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shit. SOS. Jump.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And taken right at the 35. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now they try the right side here. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And right side, Henry's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Hunter Henry. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Check them.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Check 9, check 9. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Eagles nothing.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And some room to work. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now a handoff here to his running back. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Get that ball. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill, kill, kill.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
38-yard line.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll try the left side. Hilton. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hilton. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Makes the score.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
55 is mine, guys, 55.
Play fake. Murray. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Check three.
Now Murray off play action. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Let's go. Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Everyone got 4 down.
Murray now on 1st down. He's got this one completed to Mims. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's It's another first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Ball carried by number 20. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
42. Eagles 3.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken around the 12. Wiggles free.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Room here to run. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 56. Eagles.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 11. Looking deep downfield. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check 26, check 26. Check nickel.
Now a handoff looking right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And take it right on the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 7.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's